Let's talk now about Nicola Bulley. Just incredibly sad story. It gripped the nation early this year. This hunt for Nicola Bulley. Where had she disappeared to? Was she in was she abducted? Was she killed? Had she fallen in the river? Numerous searches of that River Wyre near her home in Lancashire, where she'd gone for a walk. We know her mobile phone, her dog found nearby, found no body. And then finally, after days and days and days of searching, she was found. But that did not stop the conspiracy theory. And even the inquest ruling yesterday, the verdict from a coroner that she had died accidental death after falling in a freezing cold river will not, it appears, stop them. Let's talk to former Met Police Detective Chief Inspector Mike Neville, who joined. The Nicola Bulley's family have begged social media sleuths to leave them alone after the coroner ruled she did die accidentally on January the 27th, falling into that cold water. What has been your experience of these sorts of people who, I mean, I can almost understand it, justify it when there is a mystery, what's happened to her, and they want to get involved and they think they can help solve a case. Her body was found. Terrible, awful, tragic accident, a family grieving, children have lost their mother, a husband lost his wife, you know, other family members. But they're still coming up with conspiracy theories and contacting the family.
It is desperate, and when I phone with inquest myself, is that people are always looking for some sort of mystery. You know, they're too used to being brought up on TV shows like Columbo and things like that, where that 1 minute of missing time means that some sort of awful thing has happened. The reality is, it isn't. There isn't something like that. And it's just terrible. You know, as you said, she's a mum, she's a wife, and people, the whole void is filled by these bizarre conspiracies. I was on here myself saying that, you know, bodies usually take about 2 to 3 weeks to emerge from the waters, and that's exactly what happened. But people don't want to hit today with social media. People want to have an instant answer. This is what's happened today. I think that's the problem, Julie.
I think that is absolutely one of the key issues. There must be more to it. Look, as with virtually everything we discuss on the show, it's like, you know, I keep trying to explain to people there wasn't a big conspiracy, you know, about COVID and things like that. You know, I would say I've met these people. They're not capable of a conspiracy. It's incompetence all the way. And again, people don't understand coincidences. They don't like to hear about it, but also just tragic, awful, terrible accidents. People slip, people fall into water. Awful things happen. But I think for families, and you'll have dealt with grieving families, you know, going to them when there's been a murder, and people lose a child. I mean, even worse. But they don't stop then. We know we had this, you know, what with the Madeleine McCann disappearance, and let's face it, likely death. That seems to be the basis of their investigations now. People always think that they've got some clever answer, and they don't realise that you're talking about real people. This isn't a TV detective show. It's not a game show. These are people's lives.
Yeah, people are just... well, the trouble is, as we said, with social media, everybody's dragged into it. Everybody wants an answer, and no, it's not good enough that, you know, we have to wait. And the police didn't help themselves in this case. The big thing for me is the police press officers who were incompetent, and they revealed all sorts of dreadful details. We really didn't need to know about suicidal tendencies, alcoholism. Then they made reference to like things that may have inferred that her husband had done something. And once they'd done that, then they started offering like backtracks that you know, it was something else, and so this just added fuel to the fire. And I would say, you know, the police seem to have done a relatively good job in investigating. You know, they found people who heard the scream. They've had experts. Like the ones who are really done badly here is the press office, who they go through one thing and another. They go through this like, say nothing, and then they reveal everything.
Yeah, I mean, her HRT and everything. I mean, it really has just been a horrible story. But again, the family are just saying, please just leave us alone. Really appreciate you joining us, Mike Neville. Thank you for that. I say 7:55 is the time. Just bring you in, Russell Quirk, joining me this morning. Some of the theories about this are just horrible. I mean, again, you know, blaming the husband and goodness knows everything else. People digging up the local woods.
And now, absolutely, there should be closure. You know, we now have the verdict from the coroner. That should be trusted. The element that people are contacting the family, I think, is wholly inappropriate, outrageous.
I mean, it really is. It's harassment.
Stop.
Just be a decent human being and stop. Absolutely.